Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here, coming to you live, guys, with top mistakes that an immigrant can make here in Canada that would ruin your life in a new country. So I decided to cover in this video, guys, top mistakes that could potentially destroy a kind of life that you could have had in Canada by making those mistakes. And unfortunately, guys, a lot of people do make them. Far too many people who move to Canada are making this mistake over and over again. And guys, this video is actually inspired by one of my subscribers who called me yesterday about real estate, because I'm a realtor with experience here in Calgary. So he called me and he asked me, Igor, are you making too much of money on real estate that you stopped making enough videos on YouTube? Well, guys, I like real estate as much as I do like YouTube, but YouTube is more like an emotional satisfaction for me. That's why I'm making video to help people, for people who are coming to Canada, and just in general provide you with that helpful information, guys. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button on this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, guys, so this video is for you. I haven't quit YouTube. I'm making more videos. It's just got too busy with real estate. It's kind of crazy what's happening right now, but we can talk about in different video what's going on in real estate in Canada in general. Anyways, guys, here's the situation, guys. When you're coming to Canada right now, I want to tell you honestly, guys, I haven't been publishing a lot of pictures on Instagram or making a lot of things, but this is what the trend is right now, is to show you the people's flashy lifestyle. I kind of keep these things to myself, but a lot of people who are coming to Canada, they are trying to show off a flashy lifestyle. So there would be, well, but by the way, that's my car. So they would be like, hey guys, check this out, I got this new Toyota Highlander, whoa, you know, something like that, you know, and start putting it on Instagram, start doing a TikTok dance, and, you know, to show off. And honestly, there's not many people watching, but their family members, their friends from back home are watching. So a lot of times when people start doing this, they start just showing off, spending far too much of money, way more money than they're making, which kind of lowers down their opportunities, savings for retirement, and all that kind of stuff, guys. So it's not good if you are new to Canada just to show off. It gives you some emotional satisfaction, but it's not good for your pocket, for your family, and for your future in general. But unfortunately, that's kind of, we get brainwashed a lot by YouTube Shorts right now, TikTok, especially Instagram. That's the worst place to see how people live, because really, guys, it's not YouTubers and other people and Instagram people. We have our lives, and not everything is always going well, just like in your lives. But if you're on Instagram, people wouldn't show it. So guys, and YouTubers, especially in Canada, sometimes also people do that. So we wouldn't tell you about our problems, but we would tell you about the good things that are happening. So don't think it like that. Now, another part about it is, you know, in the lifestyle, in terms of lifestyle. So we will cover the lifestyle, employment, then we will talk a little bit about personal and education mistakes that you can make in Canada. So in terms of lifestyle, spending too much. People come here and they start to buy more things. Then also, another mistake in a lifestyle is living in one city. You know, you get a lot of people who would be like, okay, you are immigrating to Canada, you're taking a huge risk. And let's say you move to Toronto, because that's the only place you knew about Canada, Vancouver and Toronto, and you're like, well, I have some cousin in Toronto, and you made a mistake. If you didn't have enough money, and houses there right now, if you want to buy something, it's like 1.5, 1.2, 1.5 million dollar houses, but you just settled. You're just getting a little bit above, let's say, minimum wage, and the only thing you can afford is rent, and that's about it. And you are now you're stuck in that city. Now what happens is that you start searching for jobs. We'll talk about employment later, and I'll cover this topic a little bit more in today's video. But in general, staying in the one city is not unnecessary. Once you discover that there's different cities, you know, you can go to a different province in Canada. But a lot of people, once they settle in Canada, they kind of give up. So they're like, yeah, I'm going to be staying in this city. And that's why one of the reasons why Toronto is so overpopulated, because everyone came there, and lots of people don't want to be living in that place now. Smart people do. Smart people come to Calgary right now. It's because the housing market here, if you sell one house in Toronto right now, you can buy 2, 3 houses. If you go for really cheap ones, you could probably buy 4 houses in Calgary for really cheap ones. But the housing market is also growing up. And so don't quote me on what I'm saying right now, because things that have been happening half a year back on the same house that I was helping someone purchase for $692,000 right now be closer to $850s. Crazy, right? So don't call this video years later, because it might be another Toronto real shortly. But for now, it's a really nice place, guys. Anyways, just because I'm a realtor here in Calgary is the realty, that's why I'm, you know, I know this much of things. But anyways, my contact, I'll leave them in the description if you're searching for real estate. Let's talk about employment, guys. Settling for less. That's the biggest thing, guys. You come as an immigrant, okay? And we'll cover the education part later on too. You don't have Canadian education, your employment is not recognized by a little bit screwed up Canadian mentality in terms of employers and human resources, thinking that, well, maybe your education was not up to the mark, and if it was not up to the mark, you might not even have it, or, you know, something like that. So you are coming to Canada, people, you know, from your own community, and that's one of the things I want to say. Don't stick up with your community. It's toxic. Get out of your community, meet other people. So here's what happens, guys. You are in Canada, you got a job, you've been searching for other jobs, you can find something, and now you're ready to take any kind of job that's somehow related to your field for any kind of money, because so much of competition. Guys, never settle for less. Guys, if I settled for less when I came, now I've been long enough in Canada now to realize that you should not be settling for less, because if you do settle for less, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. You are stuck. You are making less money, and now you're okay to do more work for less. And not only that, you're making a huge bad move for the community of all of us immigrants. That if so many people are willing to do that for less, everybody else is willing to offer less now. Well, it's a win-win for the employer, but lose for you and for me. So do not settle, guys, for less. Always know your value, your experience, and don't let anyone from your community tell you otherwise, saying, oh, this Canada, you know, there's people in Canada, they don't value education, and, you know, they would keep you in one place. And guys, don't listen to those guys. Please, you know, some people are just, they're just, you know, they've not been successful, and therefore they don't want you to be successful. But I want you to be successful. Now, next thing is one employer, one career, and not having a passive income. Here's the big deal, guys, here in Canada. You only make more money by changing employers. But if you change too many employers, it's more difficult to get a job, because other employers are are likely to question you. Oh, why have you changed so many employers? Like, were you fired? Were you laid off? What happened? And another part is one career, guys. Let's say you are an engineer. Let's say, well, I don't want to stereotype you, but let's say engineer from India, because, you know, I know so many engineers from India, or IT guys. It's crazy, right? Lots of really smart people there. So let's say you're an engineer from back home, and now you went and you're like, what should I do? You joined the warehouse, you know, general labor job, just temporary income. You met a truck driver who is also an engineer from your home country, and then he's like, well, I became a truck driver, and I'm driving to US long haul and short haul, and with this how much I'm making. Now I'm owner operator, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go and do trucking. Now next thing you know is you're away from your home for so long, you know, from your family. your wife is pissed at you, your kids are angry that you're never there, and your health is going down because you're sitting on the chair for years now driving around, and you know your health is going down, your family is starting to fall apart, you need to do something about it. Guys, never be afraid to change your career in Canada. You know, if you're an engineer and you're really passionate about it, try to get P engineering certification or PMP certification or some kind of courses. And that's what I'm coming, guys, to the part of education. Here's the thing, guys. I had to study so many years in Ukraine. I had to get my master's in economics. Before master's, a lot of people in Canada don't get it, because for master's you have to first have a bachelor's. So 4 years, then 2 more years, 6 years of education to get master's. That's where I studied. Then coming to Canada, I had to do global business management, 2-year program. I also got a diploma in logistics. And by the way, guys, now I got my real estate license and everything. So I'm licensed realtor here in Canada. Here is the trick, guys, about what I'm trying to say. So in Canada, if you want to run your own business, like myself, for example, in real estate, you can be a mortgage broker, you can be a licensed gas fitter, you can be licensed in insurance, there's so many licenses and certifications, so there is lots of regulation in Canada. But here is the trick. I wouldn't be able to sell houses like the one behind me or do anything without a license. And you cannot join the industry without having that particular license for whatever occupation you are aiming. So when you are coming to Canada, let's say, it doesn't matter which kind of education you want, but if you want to secure your place, if you want to, kind of protect your business, whatever you want to do, like for example, look at it this way. If somebody wants to join real estate, for example, I can do it right now, right? If you don't have a license, you cannot. So in order for you to do that, you need to sell the houses, you need to go study, like a lot of studying, lots of reading, then pass 2 exams, which are basically provincially regulated, I would say, by an organization. So depending on the province and everything, you have to pass 2 exams, you have to join the brokerage. So there is an entire process, and it also costs you a lot of time and a lot of money to do that. But once you got it, now you can do something that nobody else can. For example, I'm not allowed to touch electrical or get permits from the city because I'm not an electrician. But an electrician cannot sell real estate if they are not a realtor, or give mortgage brokers because they are not licensed for that. So there is like this one thing in Canada is education. So guys, I want to tell you that it's really important if you can get something in Canada, especially if you're trying to secure your business. I'm going to walk back towards the car there. Whew. If you want to secure the business, guys, whatever you're doing, get your licensing done, get some sorts of training, get something that would protect you from other people doing what you do and give you something that you were not allowed to do before, but now you are allowed because you have that license. And once you get that, like let's say you get a gas fitting ticket or plumbing ticket, because with plumbing you can do both, right? Gas fitting and everything. Some journeyman certificate, something. Now you have a certain occupation that pays you really well, that only you and other people who are licensed are allowed to do. So it protects your income and also creates a value for you that you can do that while others cannot. So it's kind of a big trick. Now, guys, I don't want you to go into construction, let's say, because a lot of immigrants are like, from Eastern Europe, where I come from, they're like, well, I want to be a welder because I just googled and I found out that the welders are making a lot of money or something like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that you should deviate from your occupation, but what you should do is create passive income. Guys, I have multiple sources of passive income, and besides doing, now I used to work other companies, right? If you watch this channel, I worked in logistics and everything. About 2 years back, I went full being self-employed. I know how it sounds, especially for my parents. For my parents, they cannot imagine what it is being self-employed. It's like same as being unemployed for them, or you know, like not having a job or something. So that's how the old kind of boomers mentality. But for millennials, guys, and for entrepreneurs, I would recommend you guys creating some sources of passive income. I trade stocks. I have multiple sources of passive income that help me sustain something. And the only reason how I started progressing in Canada, guys, the only reason how I started becoming more successful here is from those passive income. So you have an active income that you are making, let's say your employer, but with the taxes system and how the system is made in Canada, without that additional passive income, it's really difficult. Like you can, but you really cannot build wealth. Okay, you cannot really save up enough of money because you're just working, you're getting your paycheck, you're paying off your debt, your credit card that you got just to build your credit history, to buy, let's say, a house in Canada, to finally settle down. So you need to have a passive income. Some people would say you just have to save a lot. Guys, I'm not one of those people who believes that saving alone is going to make you anything. I've seen a lot of people who've been saving for a very long time, and you just have to make more. The reality is, guys, never give up. Like, you know, there is a Russian saying that, a Russian speaking saying, you know, where a fish is searching for where it's deeper and a human is searching where it's better. So never stop. You came to Canada to succeed. Change your city, change your province, change your employers until you find the right thing, and even don't be afraid to change your occupations. And by just this trial and error, you're going to succeed so much that you're going to be wealthy and successful, and even surpass those people who were born and brought up in the system, because most of people who were born here, everything was given to them because they were already here, but you had to get out from a bad situation or bad country and come to a better place. So guys, I wish you all the best, and I hope I don't slip on this ice over here. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I wish you all the best, guys. I hope this video is helpful. Looking forward to read your comments on which kind of more topics you want me to cover. I made this video a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's just a really big topic, guys. Never give up. Bye for now.